Hi guys, I'm Dave from Real Life Wrestling and welcome to today's Break It Down Raw Edition AJ Lights Up Wrestlepalooza. Yeah, we're going to have a look at that in a short while, but we are going to break down Monday Night Raw, what I thought was interesting. And yeah, it wasn't the greatest of shows, but there is a few little tidbits what happened throughout, which we are going to break down in this video. So without further ado, we're going to go straight into it because the show started with the USOS. Yeah, Jimmy and Jay coming together. Yeah, this was all right. I'm not going to shout to the moon about it. Basically, Jimmy and Jay back together to take on the Vision, which is Bron. Yeah, this was quite good. We would get Bron actually interrupt the segment, which then LA Knight came out of nowhere. In fact, I didn't even know it was LA Knight until he took his cap off. I thought it was just some random fan. Or it actually looked like Sheamus for a short while, but anyway, he attacks Bron from behind. So we were just basically setting up future matches. The LA Knight set up the main event where he would take on Bronson Reed, and then we had Jimmy and Jay challenging Bronson Reed at Wrestlepalooza. So yeah, this is what this was all about. But I think there was some interesting bits with Jey Uso because he acted strange throughout the night, and certainly his attitude towards LA Knight wasn't great. Like there was a score to settle. I do think this is kind of setting seeds for something further down the line between these two, as they've both got a common goal, which is that World Heavyweight Championship, which is around Seth's waist. So yeah, this could be very interesting. In fact, the show ended, obviously, in that main event, LA Knight, Bronson Reed. Bronson did get the big victory, but then proceeded to attack LA Knight. Jimmy had also got involved in the match. We saw earlier that Jay had left because he didn't want to help LA Knight, that it wasn't his game plan. But he did show up in the main event and did come down to aid LA Knight and Jimmy after they were getting beaten down. LA Knight cleared the ring with a chair, but that's not where it ended. He got speared by Jey Uso, who said, "Now we're done. Now we're finished." So I don't know if LA Knight's now finished with this, or is it going to anger LA Knight going forward? But yeah, this is very interesting and has future implications. Has Jay turned heel? Is this a ruse to keep us from thinking that Jimmy... I think we've been down this kind of road before between Jimmy and Jay, who's going to turn, who's joining the bloodline and all that kind of stuff. But it's just interesting and fascinating to see that little bit of a change in Jay's attitude, especially on this week's Raw. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Then we went to a very strange segment with AJ Styles. I mean, he would have a match with El Grande Americano, but it was during the ad break where he delivered a pipe bomb. I don't know how much if this is going to be played out on TV or anything like that, but during the ad break, he turned around and said that someone inside WWE wants rid of him and is wanting him gone. He has been posting like egg timers on X, saying that his time is running out, but it seems like somebody is pushing him out. Somebody's not booking him correctly, or I don't know. It just seemed really weird that he kind of went off. A lot of speculation has been leading to his this Triple H. He is head of creative. Is he pushing him out the door? Who knows? I mean, crazy theory and what could lead to a match is Abyss. I mean, Abyss is working in creative at the moment. He does work as a producer on Raw. So is it him? And then go have a Abyss versus AJ Styles in the future. I mean that's just me purely speculating. But yeah, apparently it's Triple H what's causing all the problems, even to the point of AJ's son is not happy of how his dad is being booked currently in WWE. So this is just something to keep an eye on. Very interesting. segment during the ad break, and it certainly raised a few questions for sure. So AJ Styles not happy with somebody backstage. Then we go to quite a fun bit. Well, not really a fun bit, but Asuka. I find this absolutely hilarious. And it's her shouting at KAIRI. I think this is brilliant. This has got to be a shirt, right? This has got to be something that they do on a regular, because it's. I find it so much fun. Yeah, obviously we saw Io talking to Nikki Bella again, which Asuka and KAIRI showed up, got in the way. You can't talk to our friend, blah blah blah. And KAIRI ended up being left behind by Asuka. And then all he could hear from off screen is KAIRI. So, and this didn't just happen once; it happened again later on in the show, where Asuka had beaten Nikki Bella, got in Nikki Bella's face yet again, only for Rhea Ripley to step up. Which I'm so down for this, either a tag team match or Rhea versus Asuka in the future. Yes, please. But then as Asuka walked off, KAIRI stayed behind, very apologetic, so still keeping a face persona. And then you hear it again, KAIRI! This time, KAIRI jumps out of the skin and looks quite awkward. This is just fun. I hope they keep doing this. This is going to get over fast for me. The old KAIRI chant. Yeah, I like this. This so could be a t-shirt. Keep doing it. Asuka, keep doing this. This is good stuff. Anyway, we're going to move on to something else what's a little bit of fun. And I saw this on X, and it's also on Dazer's Unseen video. But I have to include this. It is CM Punk meets AJ Lee. Yeah, he just meets AJ Styles and Dragon Lee backstage. Oh, it's so good having these two together in that position. As my phone buzzed. Great. And having these two backstage, it's so good having them together. So yes, CM Punk and AJ Lee backstage having a great time. We speak of AJ Lee. This is the main segment of the show for me. This is the main highlight yet again. So I think it was CM Punk and Becky last week on Raw, which was the main highlight. And then obviously we've got SmackDown and that big return of AJ Lee. This is actually Lee's first in-ring promo in over 10 years. This was absolutely huge. And I just love how she delivered herself. I mean, at first she said that I'm your favourite wrestler's favourite wrestler. I mean, what a line. And she's not wrong. I mean, you like Roxanne Perez? Roxanne Perez is a big fan of AJ. You know what? The list goes on. Bayley, Rhea Ripley and all of that stuff. They're all their favourite wrestler is AJ Lee. So this was so good. AJ Lee did go on to tell us about what she was doing away from wrestling, and that that she had done everything that she thought that she could ever achieve in wrestling. She had done, and felt very, very content about how her WWE career went. And was quite happy to walk away. That she'd become a New York Times best-selling author, which she took like little pop shots at Becky with. And she talked about her mental health that she had gone through and that she'd been dealing with. And this led to one of the most craziest chants in 2025, therapy chants. There was therapy chants during this segment. I mean, oh my God, therapy is now so over. So therapy got massive chants from the crowd, even during the Becky parts of this promo. Also got therapy chants as well from the crowd, so that was pretty cool. Not cool for people going through mental health issues. I mean, just saying that AJ had come to the other side, that was pretty awesome. So that was very, very cool. And just so good to hear AJ Lee back in the ring. By the way, wearing the IC title, which we saw her take on SmackDown, which was very good. Good that they kept that going. and I will allude to that in just a moment. Obviously, AJ Lee being out would bring out Becky. Becky was not happy that she said that people haven't noticed the fact that she's stolen off me. She's got my IC title. She doesn't deserve to have that title. I want my title back. To the point where Becky goes off on a couple of fans at ringside. She does reveal in that same segment that she takes her glasses off and she reveals that she's got a black eye. It wouldn't be long before Seth comes down to the ring and gets into AJ Lee's face, going for that IC championship, which AJ did what Becky did to CM Punk last week and got in his face. But she doesn't lay hands on Seth. She doesn't slap him. She does nothing. And it's literally moments later that CM Punk comes down. No music for CM Punk because that would give the game away. He just comes up. The crowd gave the game away, by the way. They were so loud when Punk walked down the entrance ramp to the point even Becky tried to ignore the crowd. But then she turns around and sees that CM Punk is behind her. He gets past her, goes straight after Seth, tries to get him in and go to sleep. It fails. Becky and Seth hightail out of there. And then we get the match announced for Wrestlepalooza. I mean, this is all what this was about. AJ Lee using that IC title as a way of getting a match with Seth and Becky at Wrestlepalooza. And it worked. It completely worked. I don't think they needed to use the IC title for that. But anyway, it was there. There was your little, they call it a MacGuffin in films, the little plot device. So yeah, this is that little plot device was the IC title in this situation. But yeah, we're going to get this match. We're getting Seth, Becky versus CM Punk and AJ Lee at Wrestlepalooza. I mean, it's just so good to have AJ Lee back. And yeah, I cannot wait for Wrestlepalooza. We are live for that PLE on the 20th of September. So make sure that you're around for that watch along. But yeah, of these were the main parts of Raw for me. The rest of the show was hugely forgettable. I mean, we did have a few matches. I think Raquel was in action against Lyra Valkyria. Raquel picking up a big win there. And just bits and bats. We've Dominic backstage with Roxanne Perez seemingly chasing after them. Yeah, there's all kinds of little tidbits on this show, but you know, overall, my rating for Monday Night Raw this week is a 5.5. I don't quite think it got to the 6s or 7s for me. I mean, there was a lot of talking points, but a lot of it were, you know, during commercial breaks, little bit of character changes. I mean, we even got a vignette by Bayley, which I thought was very interesting. Until she actually gets back into in-ring stuff, it's really hard to give a score for that, if you get what I mean. I'm not giving scores for video packages. That's just not how it should work. But yeah, all in all, 5.5. Let me know what you thought of Monday Night Raw in the comment section below. But this is my Raw Break It Down video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, slap a like on it. Leave comments in the comment section below. Subscribe if you are new. And we will be back live for NXT. And watch out for SmackDown, which is going to be a straight through SmackDown and Worlds Collide live stream. We are not stopping. Anyway, I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Until the next time, bye for now.